Why did Creoles drive Latin American independence movements? Imagine living in a society where you're wealthy and influential but still not truly free. That was the life of many Creoles during the colonial era. Creoles were people of European descent born in the Americas. They owned land, ran businesses, and contributed heavily to local economies. Yet, they couldn't hold the highest political or religious offices. Those spots were reserved for peninsulares, people born in Spain and sent to govern the colonies. This made Creoles feel left out of real power, even though they were often the wealthiest and most influential locally. This exclusion created a strong desire among Creoles to change the system. They started to see themselves as Americans, with a distinct identity separate from Europeans. They wanted control over their own societies and futures. Economic restrictions played a big role too. Colonial policies favored Spain, limiting trade and wealth for Creoles. They wanted to trade freely and grow their economies without restrictions. The ideas of the Enlightenment also spread across the colonies. Concepts like liberty, equality, and the right of people to govern themselves inspired Creoles to challenge the old order. When Spain was weakened by Napoleon's invasion and lead their countries to independence and build new nations. Many Creoles also resented peninsular control because it kept them from reaching top political positions. They wanted to replace peninsulares with leaders like themselves who understood local needs. While they led the independence efforts, they often didn't include indigenous peoples, Africans, or mixed-race populations in their plans. Their focus was on gaining power for Creoles. Culturally, Creoles wanted to define their separate from European influence. Leaders like Simón Bolívar and José de San Martín organized armies and governments to fight for independence. They fought not just for political freedom but to establish societies where Creoles could hold the main roles. Their drive for independence was fueled by a mix of political, economic, and cultural reasons. They wanted to shape their own destinies, free from European control, and create nations rooted in their own identities.